I would have raised
Y'all ready?
Okay.
We're holding on the sides.
Okay, we're getting ready to call the meeting to order, please. You stand and join me in a moment of silence, then we'll have the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I forgot to say this meeting is called to order. The October 15th meeting of the Sumner County Board of Education is now called to order. Can we have the roll call, please?
Yes, ma'am. Chairman Brewer and Mr. Wise are missing, and Mr. Hawkins. Everybody, just to remind everyone, Mr. Hawkins is over here by telephone.
All right, thank you. Welcome, Mr. Hawkins. Okay, we need to have the adoption of the regular agenda, please. Motion to approve. Okay, motion made and seconded. All in favor? Aye. Okay. Approved. We have the adoption of the consent agenda. Motion, please.
Second.
Okay, motion made and seconded. All in favor? Okay. So moved. Okay, next item of business is the consideration of minutes.
Motion to approve.
Motion made by,
Second.
okay, motion made and seconded. All in favor? Okay, thank you. We don't have any delegations tonight. Have any matters involving council? Okay, this is good. A report from the director, please.
We had a good fall break. I hope everybody had a good fall break. We did have one, I think, from JJ. Did you see some of that?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we had one really bad situation. This farmer has taught for us for a long, long time. Melissa Farmer is very active at Oakmont. Has been a lead teacher up there for, I guess, my entire time. But anyway, she had an accident in Florida and was killed. And I think she's been at Oakmont 27 years. And so, you know, Oakmont, it's very tight-knit, close little community, and she's taught there 27 years, so she's seen a lot of kiddos come through that community and probably has kiddos that are actually, you know, have taught their parents there. So anyway, long story short, y'all remember her family. I think maybe her daughter was driving and her son was in the front seat as well. Is that right, ma'am?
Son was driving, daughter was in the front seat. They graduated with us. Daughter is an employee at Millersville. But they're okay. They were in critical condition, but they're good now.
So y'all just remember them, the family. Oh my goodness. Terrible loss for them.
Yeah, sure, well, we need to remember them. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is there any,
That's
is
it.
that
Thank
it?
you.
Okay,
May I say something along that line?
of course.
Miss Farmer, she had been in the county a few years earlier than that. I believe she was at Millersville and
28, 29, 30 years, 29, 30.
Got you on speaker.
and she was a lead educator.
Madam Vice Chairman, this is Jim Hawkins.
She was lead educator, taught second grade in the size school that Oakmont is. Every child in that building had been in her classroom except kindergarten and first graders. So I saw one of the teachers over the weekend. She was dreading going to school yesterday.
Yeah. Just remember that community.
Yes, of
Community.
course. Wait, Mr. Hawkins, did you want to say something?
Okay, they're ready, Mr. Hawkins.
I just wanted to recognize that we lost a dear and fine teacher. You all may have been speaking of that just a moment ago over the fall break.
We did.
Have you all already spoken about that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We just got through talking about Miss Farmer and the tragedy. And,
Okay.
And Mr. Gregory made some comments about how long he's known her and the impact to the Oakmont community. So We just ask that everybody keep Oakmont community and her family in their thoughts and prayers.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the next item is the new business, on discussion and or action regarding reduction of retainage for George Whitten Elementary project.
So moved.
Moved. Second. Motion been made and seconded. All in favor? Okay. Okay. Unfinished business, discussion and or action regarding revision to policy GAB, job descriptions, specifications upon second reading.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. All in favor? Any discussion? All right. Okay. Discussion and or action regarding amendments to the general purpose budget.
Motion approved.
Okay, motion made and seconded. All in favor? Aye. Okay. Discussion and or action regarding amendments to the federal budget. Motion made, seconded.
Second.
Okay. All in favor? Okay.
Aye.
So moved. Okay, discussion of study session items. I think there were two on there, two listed. Is it the fourth block?
I think we have fourth block. Mentioned that we were going to talk again about fourth block athletics. So that'll be probably a considerable amount of the discussion, chunk of information from Mr. Langford that we pulled from our last discussion back several, 5-6 months ago or so. So we'll have that information for you. We'll discuss it and talk about it, and then kind of see where that goes. JJ, is there anything else on there?
Our continuing journey through.
Oh, policy manual. And we may have some policies that we have to put on there too. We need to check with staff to see. But for sure we'll have the fourth block athletics on there first.
Okay.
I have a question.
Okay.
It won't be on the study session, the bid, correct? But we are expecting to look at bids for the regular session or regular meeting?
Yeah.
Okay.
So our regular meeting in November is the 19th, right? So bids come back on the school campus for the actual construction portion on the 12th. I think the afternoon of the 12th. So I always, on big, huge projects like that, I always give myself some days, because you need to, number one, have, if the contractor GC, which probably in this situation, they're so large, they'll be known to us because they've done so much work around Middle Tennessee or our region. But you ask, it's a process. You ask them for a list of their subs, check their subs to see if there's anybody on there that we would disagree with. But the main thing is just making sure, you have time to navigate if there's an issue that you need to solve before I ask you to approve it. We usually try to bid things about a week out from a board meeting, unless it's something pretty straightforward that we know, it's not going to be an issue. This is a large situation, campus, and so we just want to give ourselves time. So we open bids the afternoon of the 12th, I think, and then we will be here on the 19th, one way or the other, with the bids. Yep, good question. And then we'll go to the county.
Right.
Uh,
If they come back.
If they come back and we can approve them, then we'll go to county for December, which is kind of the time frame that we want to stick with if we can. Yep, good question.
Okay, are there any other comments? Okay, we will now go to communications. Tammy, you have nothing?
I just want to remind everybody that next Tuesday is our monthly lunch with the county commission, and this month we are going to be going to RT Fisher. So I'm excited. I've not been there, and so I think that'll be hopefully a good place to go for. I say many of us haven't been there, but and we will be back at 11, meeting at 11 o'clock regular time.
Okay. Mr. Duncan?
I have just a few things. First, I'd like to congratulate a couple of groups. Apparently, T.W. Hunter has had an excellent athletic year so far. It's my understanding, I'm sure I'll be corrected if I'm wrong, the boys and girls got state runner-up in the cross-country competition. And I believe, I don't know the details, but I believe they broke a record. Someone broke a record in that particular event. I think it was a school record. Along with that, go ahead.
Sorry. I thought we tag team this area. The kid that did that is this student that came and spoke to us regarding sixth grade athletics.
Okay, all right.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, so, go ahead.
In addition to that, the football team, they won their championship, middle school. They won their football championship. So we're building a dynasty there at Beach. Good luck, Gallatin. What else do we have here? We'll come back to beach football. We have a beach cheerleader, Hannah Lynn, that has made Tennessee All-State finalist, and as well, she made the All-State squad. So they will pick a winner, I think, on the All-State squad to recognize. The whole squad will be recognized at the state competition, but I believe they'll pick some individual winners at that particular competition. So that's a great honor. That's both academic and athletic.
She's on our leadership team, our student leadership team that comes and meets.
I did not realize that. See, our student athletes are hitting it out of the park again.
She's a great student.
And the last one I have is beach football. We've got one more game before we get to the undefeated championship game with Gallatin. So we'll see how that goes this Friday for us. Hopefully
Yes.
Hopefully we'll be able to have two undefeated teams in Sumner County play each other at the end of the season, which would be a wonderful event for both teams. And we'll see how that goes. And that's all I've got. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of echo the middle school football championship, Roker Stewart. They did lose, but they gave up 22 points in the game. The only points they've given up all year. So they had a great season over at Rucker. Schaefer had a good season, won some games this year too. So Gallatin's did pretty well, and we're excited about what's happening within the community of Gallatin. The football program has had a great year so far. We're excited to see that Beach decided to show up and have a team this decade. So it took them a couple dozen decades to get there, but it's nice to have somebody that can play with us from time to time. So, but we look forward to see what's going on. There's a couple events coming up at the high school. I think Kelly Flood sent out an email earlier about an event going on next Wednesday. So that's exciting. There's also the FCA banquet is coming up here a week from Thursday. So that's going to be a big event. A lot of kids are going to be showing up at that event too. So Mark Ritt is a guest speaker. So it's going to be a big night. So at Long Hollow Baptist Church. So anyway, that's all I've got. Thank you.
No? Mr. Gregory?
It does not seem like it's been a year since we were discussing Portland High School volleyball, but they're playing at this hour for the regional championship. No predictions, I just say what. And I will be leaving them pretty quickly just to see if I can see the end of it. I don't know, because they will play the winners of Camden and White House Heritage.
Mr. Wilkerson?
I'm good.
You're good? Okay. Yes, of course.
Thank you, Vice Chairman Bachman. I just want to say I'm glad to see Amanda back. And just, you're so loved.
Yeah. Yes.
Continued prayers for you.
Yeah. Welcome, my dear.
And Maddox and Brenna. And I want a shovel. When it goes big, I want a sign shovel by Maddox. He's going to be on Shark Tank on November the 3rd. Yeah. So, yes, we're so excited, pulling for him.
We'll have a celebrity.
Yes.
You will have your celebrity. Now, Mr. Hawkins, we haven't heard from you yet.
You're on, Jim.
Okay, in honor of my mentor, Ted Wise, who's always teaching me that you can never ask too few questions, I will pass tonight.
We're so glad you're with us, Jim, and glad you're doing a little bit better. We follow your postings.
Better and better.
Yes, yes. Prayers are still with you, buddy.
Thank you.
Okay. I just have a couple things there. On the 29th of September, we had the grand opening of Dr. Jennifer Brown Rose and Learning Garden, and it was absolutely beautiful and absolutely gorgeous. Let's see, on Tuesday, we have the mock crash event at Gallatin High School. If anyone would like to attend that, between 9 and 10, I think goes on all day long, but to see the beginning of it, I think that would be, if we can make it, that would be a good opportunity for us. November the 1st is the poverty simulation for those who want to participate. Then we have the TSBA convention, and we will have Mr. Langford and Chase Moore will be doing one of the clinics, and I will be moderating that, and we're going to be sharing the good things that are happening in Sumner County with our CTE program. So everyone in the state that will be at the convention will have the opportunity to come and listen to what good things that we're doing here. So I have the agenda for the convention, if any of you want a copy of that, so you'll know what's going on, and then as time goes near, you'll be able to see the specific clinics that we will have. But Tammy, I'll give you one, and then we'll just pass the rest of them around. All right. Okay. Do no other further business? Are we good? We are so adjourned, and Tim.